everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel right here, and today I'm going to be doing a little Wipnchat and trying something new. So if you're new here, welcome. Wednesday is the day that I do a little bit of work on one of the crafts that I'm doing. Currently, I'm working on Jesus Blessing by Diamond Art Club, as you can see up in the corner up there. And all the links to everything that I'm using in this video is in the description box, so please check it out if you're interested in anything that I'm using. But today I thought that I would attempt something new. I played around with this setup today with my Patreon supporters, and we did a bit of a live stream, and I tried out this setup, so I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit late for me to be recording this video, but today has been a little unusual, so I thought I would just jump on and get her done, as we say. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that, you know, if you're working right now, that you take a break and don't feel guilty about taking a break, and it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling right now, because I can only imagine how it is to be going into a job at the moment. And for everyone who's staying home, especially people who have chronic illness or mental health challenges, just know that my heart and my thoughts are with you at this time. Especially to parents with younger children. I know it's really hard. And as a teacher, I taught kindergarten all the way up to the equivalent of 8th grade, and at different times in the past. And it's hard, y'all. It's hard teaching. And so when you have to teach your own children from home, yeah, I can only imagine. So anyway, all that said, just to say, my thoughts are with you, and please just know that I'm thinking of you, and yeah, we'll get through this. It's going to be okay, honestly. So let's see. Today is Wednesday, and today, the past week, just real quick, life updates. I have been trying not to kill my husband. Now listen, okay. If y'all watched Mrs. Coffee's Wipnchat from yesterday, Tuesday, as I'm recording this, of course, she did mention that I'm going a bit insane. I have been messaging her and kind of asking her, you know, is it okay to feel this? Am I alone? I'm not alone. James and I have been together for 9 years as of New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve rather, I guess. We started dating shortly after that. But anyway, yeah, my husband is funny. He is a comedian, you know, he always knows what to say. He's great with people and social interactions. And speaking of, he may come in to ask me about dinner at some stage, because it's 10 after 6, and I don't know if he'll be in any hurry, but I'll tell you why in a little bit. But just so you know, I'm not going to stop recording, and it's all going to go in there. Unless some big thing happens or whatever, but I doubt it. Anyway, why is it he can breathe wrong and I get angry? I don't know what's wrong with me, and I certainly don't know what's wrong with him. This morning, okay, backstory. I have chickens. If you didn't know, I'm sure you did know. But I keep hens to eat their eggs. They're fantastic. I love keeping hens. They give me motivation to wake up in the morning, even on really dismal days, because I know that if I don't let them out of that coop, that they'll be stuck there and they'll be miserable. So it gets me out of bed. Okay. I'm sure that people don't have children for that reason, but you know, that's kind of how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I went out this morning and the sun was streaming into the windows at about 7:45 this morning, which is pretty early, but I've been getting up early. I've been getting up earlier than I normally would, I guess. Because, you know, what else am I going to do? You know what I mean? I don't have a reason to be up late at night. I'm not going clubbing or whatever. I'm cross-stitching and diamond painting and watching FlashTube videos and, and Star Trek: The Next Generation. Y'all, I've never seen it before. I'm just starting. I think I'm on episode 7 now. Best binge-worthy show. Well, maybe not ever, but certainly what I'm binging right now. And, you know, I don't really know why. Part of it is because of that show Picard that started. And I felt like, you know, I just didn't really get it. They kept introducing these characters and I was like, I think I've seen their faces before, but I don't remember who these people are. And I certainly don't know their personalities or their motivations. So it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. You get me? And so I made the solo decision to watch it from the beginning, and it's on Netflix. And I was like, you know, 'tis the season. You know, what else am I going to do? I'm in quarantine. So, well, not quarantine. I'm not going to say that. I am not in quarantine. I am in self-isolation at the moment. I only leave the house if I have to or if my husband makes me. I'll get into that in a minute. So, it's nothing bad, trust me. But I started watching TNG and I love it. I feel like I can now understand some of the scenes in the newer stuff. And I'm really looking forward to seeing certain characters, and yeah, it's been really, really fun. So I would love to know what you've been binge watching. I started with Gilmore Girls and then I just got frustrated at it. I don't know if it's the layout of the show or what. Another show that I'd love to revisit is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because I love Buffy. And I don't know. There's a lot of good TV on right now, and I refuse to feel guilty about staying home and watching all the things. I feel like I was made for this. I was chatting where I'm trying to remember. I don't remember who I was talking to about this. I feel like I was made for this because, hear me out. Lena's scratching herself. I am a serial starter of crafts. I love all the hobbies. You cannot stop me. Once I get it in my head that I want to do something, I order all the things for that thing and I get into it, and I might be really, really into it for a while and then I just lose interest, you know? And then I move on to the next thing. And I'm pretty sure that's natural, but that's just me and craft supplies, you know? And maybe books. But anyway, I feel like I was made for this. I don't want to say that I'm enjoying it. I feel like that it's too garish and it's not nice for those who are suffering and those who have died, because it is very serious, okay? I don't feel right saying that I'm enjoying it. However, I think that it's really important to stay positive. And, you know, for some people, staying positive means having a sense of humor about things. For some people who suffer from anxiety, it can be hard to dwell on the seriousness of things. which is why, for example, I stay away from news. I don't even watch the news. I catch up on the news in the morning. When I'm having my first cup of coffee for the day, I check and see what's going on. I check to see if there's any bulletins or, important messages from the Taoiseach. And then I go about my day, I make coffee, I get my stitching, and I stitch in bed for a few hours while my husband is asleep. And, okay, yeah, I'm coming back to him. I need to let this out. Anyway, I pick one big job for the day. And that, right now, that can be laundry, that can be doing all the floors, it could be putting away, like, the pile. I have a mountain of laundry today, y'all. How does it get so backed up? Like, how... I feel like I've been doing at least one load of laundry every single day for the last month and a half. No, okay. For the last, 12 years of my life. But seriously, why are there so many clothes to be washed? Anyway, so today's chore is obviously laundry. Laundry is one of the things I hate. I hate folding laundry more than I hate doing the dishes, and I hate doing dishes. Okay, anyway, you probably didn't come here to hear me rant about how I hate doing household work, but hey, so my husband sleeps in because he's a night owl, and I used to be a night owl too until I got chickens, I guess. So I've been letting out the hens, making my coffee, and going back to bed and stitching, right? Well, this morning I did that, and it was early because, sun was up, I woke up, and well, my husband huffs and puffs and rolls over in bed, and he was the most dramatic man I have heard in my entire life this morning. And I looked at him and I said, "Are you okay? Are you all right, pet?" Speaking of the devil. Anyway, he was okay. But you know what he did today? He climbed the tallest mountain in our area. It is called Cahersiveen. I wish I could show you a picture. I should have gotten a picture ready. So he was upset because he didn't get to sleep as long as he normally would. I guess I can understand that. But why is it that, I was like, is there anything I can do for you? No. Luna. Stop. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, that happened. And it was just kind of like, I'm really proud. He managed to climb that thing. And now he's home. I think the idea was to have a barbecue, but I think, okay. So we get up and we go out shopping this morning, and it was like 11, but anyway, I got the mail and we went out to look for charcoal, and we could not find the charcoal at all. It's what? April the 8th. It's April the 8th. Of course there's no charcoal, but it would have been nice if there were even one bag. But we went around and around and around, and we ended up getting one of those instant barbecues. It's like a little sardine can with charcoal, and I guess it's like lighter fluid on paper. Anyway, it works. So I don't know if we're going to do that or if we're going to do it on the stove or what, but that's happening soon. And I'm excited because we had chicken fajitas last night, and tonight we're going to have steak fajitas because we have a lot of leftover guacamole and salsa, and we are not wasting food. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love Mexican cuisine, so it is an absolute staple in my household. Yeah, and like, so it's just, I don't know, it's a very trying time at the moment. We're all kind of on pins and needles, and it's only natural to like need space, right? So if you're getting annoyed, just know that you're not alone, and we still have a lot of time to work through this, right? Pray for me. So let's see. I don't know where she went. Luna says hi. Yeah. You want to come back here? Come here. Come on. Come in your chair. Come on. Up, up. Up, up. Good girl. We just got back from the park. Did you have a good time? Yeah, you had a pretty good time. When we were there, the water had like overflowed. It was really cool looking. Even higher than normal. I'll just bring up a picture real quick. Oh, my dad just messaged me. Here we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Nope. Bear with me. Come on, focus. See her? See that? We couldn't go up the steps like we normally do at the park. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh, this is upside down. What am I doing? I was like, why is that so hard to see? Yeah, that's a lot of water. So the ocean comes up to through the river Firtha, and the Firtha comes up to the park. And then there are rivers that come down from the mountains behind it, and I think it's a combination of the spring, like the spring tide. The equinox is shortly, and there was a full moon last night at 3 a.m. or today at 3 a.m. So I think the tides are unusually big and strong today, but fantastic to see. I mean, it was just kind of fun, you know, so we had to find another way around the park. But beautiful, beautiful scenery and everything. I'm going to get up the questions so that we can have a look. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Somebody sounds like they're hacking something, so apologies about that. I don't know what they're doing. And hopefully I can also remember what question I'm on, because I'm opening this up. If you're interested in the questions and you'd like to do them for your own channel, please check out the link in the description. Right. I feel like I did up to 40 or something. Yeah, because this time we're going to talk about career, which will be interesting. There are 40 questions. 40 questions about career. We'll see how far we get. I'm going to aim for 20 questions. We've already been recording for 19 minutes, so I hope you're enjoying the music as well. I hope it's calming. Hopefully the rest of this video will be nice and calm. Oh, but before I do that, okay, really important announcement. Really, really important. Please pay attention. Not going to say it again until FlossTube. Next week, after I post the review of this canvas, I'm taking a short break from uploading on YouTube, and I will not be answering messages or comments for 1 week. I'm taking a social media hiatus. I need to do this every once in a while just so that I can feel normal. as you all know, I'm sure that most of you know that I am just a normal chick in her craft room. And things have been really stressful lately. And while I feel like I'm doing okay in some respects, I am also not doing that great. And I am starting up medication again tomorrow, so I just need to readjust to that, and it does take a little bit of time. I'm aiming for 1 week. In the meantime, I'm not going to stop working. In fact, I'll probably be working even harder than normal on focusing on the quality and, the everything that I can do to better, because I like to do it. It's a challenge for me. So I will still be recording, but I will not be publishing videos. I won't be going live or doing any of that. I will be updating my Patreon supporters, excuse me. So if you're interested in keeping in touch or seeing behind the scenes or anything else, please check out my Patreon. The link is down there in the social. And this is also a great time to mention that if you're new here and you're enjoying yourself and you're thinking about entering in giveaways in the future, please fill in the Happy Mail form, which is also down there. Happy Mail is what I call my giveaway prizes. So please, please, please do that for me. I'd really appreciate it. And please be patient with me as I take a week off. I will not be answering anything. I might not even be looking at my phone. I just want a chance to read a book, to not be online so much. I am constantly on my phone answering messages, and I'm a little bit off lately, and I know that some people did hear that in my video on Monday. I am feeling a little off, and I think all of us are in some ways. So I'm gonna listen to what my mind needs and use that opportunity to get back on track. So thank you very much. No need to be concerned or anything. It'll be fine. And there's plenty of YouTube to watch. So for all my fellow creators who are feeling good enough to keep creating, I do challenge you, please, 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 please make a Wipnchat for me next week so that I have something to listen to. Because even though I will be watching YouTube. But I just can't handle it right now. So, all right. Let's get on to the questions and continue diamond painting. So, it says, no matter how a person feels about his or her job, the fact is pretty much everyone spends a lot of time and energy at work. To help you get to know someone better, facilitate a conversation where you're left knowing how they feel about their career. So these are questions to ask other people to get a genuine, deep response from them, to get to know them better, to really get to know them. So that's why I'm doing this. If you're interested in hearing my other responses, check out my previous 2 Wipnchats. I'm going to take a drink real quick. Okay. Number 1. Or number 41, rather. Let's move this over here. What's your favorite thing about your current job? Okay, I'm going to answer that as if it's YouTube, because it is. My favorite thing about doing YouTube is the interaction with people and making them feel good for a few minutes of their day. They're relaxed, or they feel happy, or, they've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed what I've created. I really enjoy that. That's the highlight of what I do right now. When someone comments and tells me that they did enjoy something, or when they notice something that's changed that, that I've put a lot of time and energy into, that really makes me feel great. As long as I can bring them some calm and maybe some laughter, but I'm not really the one that makes people laugh. But as long as I can help you in a little way, that really, really makes my day. 42. What annoys you most? To be honest with you, the most annoying thing is when my words get twisted, because there's nothing I can do to change that person's mind. Once it's been misconstrued, that's it. Or another annoying thing is actually just the service itself. Sometimes it's slow or glitchy or something like that. That does get quite annoying, especially with all those the hamsters and all that stuff that we joke about. 43. What's the career highlight you're most proud of? Yikes. I don't think that I can answer that. There hasn't been a highlight like that, but I'd say that every milestone that I've hit, whether it be subscribers, watch time, or even just like personal challenges on the crafts that I've created, they've all been really fun. And I appreciate more the friends that I've made while doing this more than, the numbers. That doesn't matter to me. Do you think you'll stay at your current company a while? Well, I do think that I will be on YouTube for a while. I suppose as long as it's feasible. I know I can't be here forever, probably, but it's certainly been wild, and I hope I can keep doing it for a while more. Oops, I just messed that placement up. Okay. 45. What type of role do you want to graduate to after this one? Oh dear. Okay, if we put that into marketing and social, is it social engineering? I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to think of this as a career at the moment, but it genuinely is. I think that if I could, I would like to be able to do audiobooks. I'd like to give it a go. I would like to try it because I do get so many comments on my voice. And these are comments from people who have never come to my channel before. They've never looked at the comments section before or anything, and the first thing that they comment on is the voice. And so I would love to do voiceover work or audiobook work, narration or something. So I am serious about getting into that. Yes. Are you more of a work to live or live to work type of person? Honestly, I'm not a live to work person. It's hard to say. I must be somewhere in the middle. It's not fair to say that I'm not a live to work type of person because I do enjoy the job. I enjoy creating, and I think part of that is because I'm allowing myself to be craft orientated, so it doesn't feel like I'm working all the time. But in general, when I've held other positions and other jobs, I have absolutely been a work to live kind of person where I would live for the weekend, and I wouldn't be happy at my job. I would just get by. So it's nice to do something different, something that I feel that I am creating myself. I'm kind of my own boss, in that sort of a way. So that is nice. It really is. Does your job make you feel happy and fulfilled? Why or why not? Yes, it does, but sometimes no. That's because you must be goal orientated. So if you are, I don't want to give advice to people who want to start their own channels. My advice is just to start. Give it a go. See if you like it. It's a lot of hard work. If you want to run a successful channel, it's really, really hard work. And I don't think that I am doing everything that I could do. So I don't want to sound like I'm bragging. Please don't take it that way. I just feel that it's even harder than I feel it is. No. That's not what I mean. It's harder to do than I am willing to do. So it could be better, but I'm not willing to go there yet. It's hard. It's hard to make those big decisions and take the leap. You know what I mean? And it's scary. It's like, do you know, like, okay, think back to your first relationship. Maybe you dated your best friend, but you wanted to, but then you realized that the friendship would change completely, and you would no longer be friends if you tried to date each other and then hated it. That's kind of what it's like. That's kind of what it's like for me. That's how I feel genuinely about it. So I want to keep it small. I want to keep it nice and fun and lighthearted and all about the crafts. And I don't know if I would be ready for much more than that. How would your 10-year-old self react to what you do? She'd probably be like, what? You're a what? But honestly, I think, you know, she wouldn't know what it is, first of all. But if she were a 10-year-old of this day and age, I think that she would probably love that. I don't know how I would explain it to my own self at 10 years old. That was unheard of. What do you remember most about your first job? Okay. My first ever job, I was you're going to laugh. I got my first job at 16 years old, and I was a grocery packer for a chain of stores called U-Crops. They are since defunct, but I used to pack up groceries and bring them out to people's cars. We weren't allowed to take tips or anything like that, so it was part of the company's business model as a service industry. It's a very southern kind of approach to things, I guess. And it was the only position I was allowed to take because I was so young. But within, I think it was a year, I was allowed to move up, and I started on my, shortly after my 16th birthday. I'm pretty sure it was maybe 2 weeks after my birthday that I started that job, and all because I wanted to save money for an anime convention. Yeah, go me. Always motivated to do things for money. Anyway, so my first job, they had me packing the groceries, then they had me working the cash register, and then I remember they asked me to try to either go into the bakery or to go into the florist. And I chose the florist because I liked flowers. I knew nothing about flowers. I worked as a florist for 2 years, y'all, and it was amazing. I was forced out of my position and back into a cashier position because I got really sick. I was out of work for 3 weeks when I think I was 17 when they asked me to move. And I got really, really, really sick, super ill. I don't know what happened. It wasn't mono or anything. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, when I came back, my position was gone because they needed to fill that gap, you know? And I was so brokenhearted. I loved the job. I loved it because it allowed me to be my introverted self. I didn't have to be talking to people all afternoon. That was something that I find really difficult even now, is just striking up small talk with strangers in person. And here I am talking for hours and hours and hours on the internet. But it's different. The cashier job also allowed me to have a little escape. So quite often I would just go into the freezer, and it was so comforting. I don't know what it was about it. I loved that job. If I could be a florist again, I would do it in a heartbeat. I really would. I love that. I love that job. All right. 50. Did you start working immediately after finishing school? I already answered that. I started before I left high school. I started like 2 weeks after my 16th birthday. I had to. Oh, after finishing school. What? What's finishing school? I feel like that's something else. Okay. Okay. What's the worst job you've ever had? Oh my God. Okay. Hands down. Worst job I ever had was working in a call center. I worked there for a year, and I can't really talk much about it because, you know, I don't think it's good to dwell on those things, but it was hard. And I am just too empathetic, and I sympathize with the people that I'm talking to on the phone more than the company that I work for. So yeah, that didn't really work out. I mean, I did work there for a year because I had to. I needed a job, and that was the only job, but it was the hardest soul-sucking job I've ever had, and just no. Not for me. Can't do it. Sorry, nope. 52. What originally got you interested in your current field of work? Okay, backstory time. So if you've never seen my first videos, or if you have and you were like, what is happening there? Originally, I made this channel so that I could do walking videos. I live in a really beautiful part of the world, and I'm super, super lucky to be here. And I was trying to think of a way for me to someday make money from living out here, because it's hard to get a job here. It's hard to be employed when you are in a rural place and your economy relies on tourism, period. So, you know, it was in the back of my mind. And my friend, he told me about walking videos. So a walking video, if you've never seen one, it's basically where someone has a camera strapped to themselves, or they're holding a mechanism to reduce the movement of the video, right? And so when you see these people walking around, they're going through cities, or they're climbing mountains, or maybe they're walking through a forest. And they do it in, like, you know, ultra high def, and, you know, it's just, I wanted to do it, but I obviously did not have that kind of money to invest in camera equipment and stabilization equipment, etc., etc., etc. But that was the intention I had for the channel. So the first few videos that you can find here are in the playlist labeled Ireland, and that is where I just walk through. I have a field walking video, and I have I'm trying to think of it, field walking, I think I have a short clip of when I went through my polytunnel a few years ago. But anyway, that was the idea. That was the intention. That's what I wanted to do. So it could happen. I mean, I was talking to my Patreon supporters today on the live stream, and they were pretty cool about it. I don't really know how did we just sync up with that question and what I was talking about earlier? I don't know. But they said that it's a great idea. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should get some equipment and try it out and see if it works out. Who knows? But if you enjoy the driving videos that I've created, you might enjoy some walking videos. Maybe not my own yet, but certainly if you look them up, you'll find one that you like. I think my favorite so far was a video of there's one of Hongdae in Seoul, South Korea. And like, as this person is walking through the city, I'm like, I know that place. Oh my God, I've been there. But they're all over. They have them in Paris. They have them everywhere. And it's actually a great way to travel. And now that we're restricted and, most of us can't go anywhere, or we don't know when travel will be back, and, it's all uncertainty. It is a really great way to feel like you've been somewhere. So maybe check it out, Just type in "walk with me" and then the name of a city anywhere in the world, and you'll find them. So that's my little tip for you this week. Check out Walk With Me videos. And would you like to see me create some? Would you watch them? Would you like that? Speaking of driving videos, I am recording the Alice in Wonderland storybook series again. So during this break where I'm not going to be on YouTube, I would encourage you to maybe watch the Irish storytelling videos I created, or the Christmas ones I did Christmas stories. I don't think it's, if you have young kids, maybe they're doing the whole Christmas in July thing, like Orion and Maggie. I think Maggie always likes to listen to Christmas stories. But anyway, maybe have a look at older videos, or start over like Behemoth. They're watching all my videos from the very beginning, and I love looking at the comments that they leave me. So, let's see, where are we now? I'm just looking at the questions again. That was what originally got you interested. 53. We'll go to 60. 53. Have you ever had a side hustle or considered having one? Yes, this was my side hustle. It is now my full-time job. 54. What's your favorite part of the workday? My favorite part is when I've just finished filming and I'm just like, yeah, I got it. I did it. Especially for videos that you can only do once, like unboxings or friend mail or anything like that. It makes me happy. I do enjoy it. And I love seeing new things and getting excited about stuff. And that just, the kind of satisfaction that you get when you've completed something. Probably because it's so hard for me to do it in the first place. So once it's done, it just feels like a massive weight off my shoulders. 55. What's the best career decision you've ever made? You know what? I'm going to skip these two. The best and the worst career decisions I've ever made, I don't know. I don't know yet. It's too early to say. I think they're talking about traditional jobs. This is a lot different. Trust me. 57. Do you consider yourself good at networking? Okay. No. I'm really shy, first of all. I'm a super, super, super shy person. Ask anybody that knows me in real life. I find it hard to talk to people sometimes, and I know it's all in my head. I know. I don't put myself out there, and I'm pretty bad at marketing myself. I find it difficult because at a very young age, I was, I guess you could call it punished for bragging. And that stuck with me, like all of my life. And so it's hard to disconnect that feeling from the feeling of, promoting yourself. And when you're literally promoting yourself, it can feel like bragging. But I'm not trying to promote myself. I'm trying to promote what I do and the process of this. I want everyone to know about the benefits of diamond painting and the relaxing properties that it has, and that's really what I want. It's not about me. It's not about whether people like me or think I'm great or something like that. I don't want that. I just want to promote the craft. So I hope that I'm good at that. But I find it very difficult. 58. What career advice would you give to your younger self? Okay. That's hard because I was gonna say, don't be afraid to try new things. But my younger self was absolutely not afraid to try new things. Maybe something along the lines of, maybe you should take that photography degree. Maybe that will come in handy when everybody else was doing it, and, it probably would have been helpful. But I think I'm doing okay. I have a lucifer stuck in my painting. Okay. 59. Do you believe in having a 5-year plan? No. There's no point. Life changes too fast. I think it's better to be realistic and prepared for anything. I don't do plans. Heck, I don't even do, I can't even follow a weekly plan, let alone a year-long plan. So I think my plan for this year was to finish all my whips, and I am sticking to that, but it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. And 60. Ooh, this is tough. I would actually love to hear the answer from other creators here on YouTube. I'd love to hear your answer to this question. So if you feel comfortable, please leave it down in the comment section, and I'm going to wrap it up with this one. How do you separate your work life from your home life? It's really hard. It's really hard in a lot of ways. And one of those ways is because you are working from home. First of all, you're working from home. Also, 666. You're working from home all the time. You're here. Your family might be here. You have to motivate yourself to actually work. Even if you don't have a schedule or a time for yourself, you might find that it's necessary. But honestly, it's really difficult, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I struggle with putting down the phone, and that's why I need the break that's coming up. I think it's good to, when you're self-employed and you're your own boss, that you make sure that you have time too. And that's one of the benefits of being self-employed, I think, is that you're able to recognize when a good time to take a break is. But one of the hardest things for me is just to remember that it's okay, that email can wait. That comment can be deleted. There's no need to get upset or to feel like you're letting someone down. But honestly, truthfully, I have learned more personal boundaries this year than any other year of my life. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I really, truthfully am. If I hadn't started this channel, I don't know how much I would have grown as a person. I really do think that it's helped a lot. So, I'd love to hear your answer to that question, and I'm going to leave it there so we can pick up on number 61 when we see each other in 2 weeks-ish, I hope. If you, let me put this away because I'm going to go make dinner now. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, I totally understand. I do. And I hope that the week has been kind to you. I hope you can remember to please be patient and gentle and try to take frequent breaks. Don't forget to hydrate. I will be back very soon. I'm going to have a very much anticipated video tomorrow. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be my recommended diamond painting companies. So the companies that I recommend. It's been asked multiple times a day, every day for months, and I see you. I know. But people have different opinions on things. And so it's only going to be my opinion. And if you share that opinion or you don't share that opinion, that's your prerogative. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We're all allowed our opinions here. I just happen to have a YouTube channel. I will see you also on Friday. I have friend mail to open and to share with you all. And then I'll see you again on Saturday for a new floss tube video. And again on either Sunday or Monday for the post review of this canvas, which I'm so excited to share with you. I hope you like it, and as always, I will be as thorough as possible. So please, if you are working along with me for the hashtag easterdpal, right here up at the top, I am planning on including the finished paintings during that period, from beginning to end of the Easter Dpal. All you need to do is tag your photo on Instagram with Easter Dpal. Please do not, please understand that I cannot accept entries from Facebook because I'm not running it on Facebook. I'm only running it on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram for whatever reason, feel free to email me, but you must have your email in by, let's say, 12 a.m. Goodness. 12 a.m. Eastern time on Easter Sunday morning of 2020, obviously. If you have not finished the day before Easter, I'm sorry. I won't be able to put your picture into the video because I'm planning on having it completely edited by the end of the day. And I hope you can understand that because I'm sure that I will get lots and lots of finished photos. And I will be putting them at the end of the video, at the end of that post review of this canvas, to share with everyone on my channel your work the work that you did during easterdpal. But I will only be including finishes, so if you did not finish, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but well done for all the work that you did do. Now, with that being said, I'm going to stop the music and I'm going to wish you all farewell. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed already, but you like what you see, please consider hitting the little subscribe button down here and the bell to be notified anytime that I upload a video or go live. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Take care, guys. Bye!